Because where I live in Mexico is such a big part of me, I thought I would include this in my portfolio as an introduction to me and where I live in Mexico, because I do live in Mexico. If we could look at a map at the immediate vicinity where I live, the most important thing is the San Quintin Bay. This was formed by a lot of volcanic eruptions, which caused this double bay to exist. And it's beautiful, and it's one of my favorite places, so I go there often. Here is the view from the top of another volcano, looking at my favorite volcano, this one right here. And this is that long spit of ground that goes back down. This is the Pacific, and this is one of the bays. And this, of course, is a salt marsh and a beach. Another view, this is the view from the top of that little volcano that was in the last picture. And I like to climb it. I like to take other people to climb it. And it's a beautiful hike. And that's a long ways down there. That's actually a road there. And here's looking south with one of my grandsons. And we're up at the edge of the volcano, and we're looking down into the crater and beyond. Of course, to get there sometimes is a little bit interesting. We can, because the sand is very fine, and it's so easy to get stuck. But it has some interesting things. This is a picture of that salt marsh. What's real interesting are these little volcanic pieces of stuff sticking up that are all like natural bridges. And of course the salt marsh, which you can actually take a kayak and travel in that if you're so inclined. But the best thing about living in Mexico is the food. And living on the bay, we get oysters. Here's a picture of a fellow preparing some oysters. Or we can go play in the water, where we have all of this nice volcanic rock to climb around on. And it has all kinds of interesting things in the little tidal pools, and we like it. But we also do things where I live. This is where I live. This is the hill above the town I live in. This is a couple of my grandchildren. And this is me pretending to be a dinosaur. And of course we go to the beach. We love the beach. It goes on forever. Nothing but beautiful white sand and very few people. That makes it very nice. Of course, sometimes we can get stuck there too, or looks like we got stuck. Or we can go fishing. I like to go fish. Or we can eat. Always the thing in Mexico, the biggest deal about Mexico is the food. Mangoes, love mangoes. These mangoes are prepared to eat, or just plain old food. This is a type of enchilada that we eat a lot of. Or more food. This is called a torta, which is a sandwich which is very common. It's mostly barbecued, or not even barbecued, but grilled beef, cut up in little pieces and served with lots of vegetables between a slice of fresh bread. Or we can just eat, the favorite thing you gotta have is beans. Gotta have beans and other things to eat. And sometimes it gets pretty fancy. And of course we do raise a lot of strawberries, which we eat a lot of them too. Sometimes we even have to go pick them. That's me, and that's my son, that's a granddaughter. And we do live in a tropical area. We do have bananas. but we also have grapes. And it's a beautiful place. You really should come to see it. It is interesting. And we raised a few avocados. Gotta like those avocados. And I have a greenhouse. This is one of my grandsons holding a small radish that we raised. But the important thing is you can always find food. This is just one of the local fast food places. And they serve birria, menudo, beefsteak ranchero, y machaca. Now you can eat whatever you want. But the important thing is you can't buy happiness, but you can go to Mexico. And that's pretty much the same thing. So please come down and visit us, and thank you very much for watching this presentation.